Did you know that the more nuts you bust, the more games that you lose? Did you know that? You probably think I'm joking. You probably think this is a hee hee ha ha moment, but I'm so serious. The more nuts you bust, the less energetic you feel, the less you want to actually do something. If you are deep into lust and you're deep into, watching PH, playing with your junk, playing with your Johnson and Johnson, if you're deep into that, you might as well start smoking weed, because that is the equivalent of smoking weed. You ever realize that after you bust, right? You get really chill. You get lethargic. I don't know, it's like all the motivation that you had is gone. It's no longer there. Now you just feel you want to go to sleep. You want to chill a little bit. You feel regret, But during the time that you were playing with your Johnson and Johnson, you could have been doing something productive. You could have been working on your meal plan. You could have been in the gym, or you could have been on your way to the gym. It's a lot of things you could have done in that time frame. Now, don't lie to me. Some of y'all watching this probably like, it takes 2 to 3 minutes to get my Johnson and Johnson to get the lotion out, right? It takes 2 to 3 minutes, but there are some real addicts out here who takes an hour, right? An hour to actually reach their climax. And to be honest, it really takes that long when the person is a full-blown addict. Like, that person is just very addicted. At this point, there's no turning back. The person has been introduced to pH at a young age, or has been watching pH for a long time. So Florida has now decided, you know what? We're going to require IDs now in order to watch pH. And you should have seen the backlash. Like, a lot of people were mad about that. People were so pissed off. They were talking about oh, no, that's an invasion of privacy. We shouldn't have to do that. Why not? If you're so proud to watch pH, why do you care if the government know that you watch it? They already know that you do. They already know what cell phone you're using. They already know. They want you to actually put your government ID out now. That's it. If you're so proud, if it's not nothing bad to do, why don't you just put your ID out and let the U.S. government see you playing with your Johnson and Johnson? Now, don't get it mixed up. I know women be playing with their baby formula. I know they do that. But right now I'm talking to the men. When you are so focused, when you're so deep in lust, it actually messes you up. There are a lot of things that you could be doing. There are a lot of activities you could be doing, but because you're so deep in lust, it messes you all the way up. Lust is not love. Okay? Lust is not love. Lust is one of the 7 deadly sins. When you're in lust, it's like a virus eating you from the inside. If you've ever been addicted to pH, or if you are now, tell me not. The addiction controls you. The addiction tells you when to stop. You cannot tell the addiction when to stop. It tells you when to stop. You're stuck in a cycle of doing it, regretting, getting in some trouble, then doing it again. It's like an escape. It's like a love and hate. It's so toxic, but you can't escape. All right? It's one of those. And I know it's stressful because once upon a time, I used to play with my Johnson and Johnson religiously. I was actually one of those dudes that would take an hour, 2 hours. I'll have the water running, have my parents thinking that I'm taking a shower, but in reality, boy, I was sweating. The hot water, the hot water was almost gone because I had the hot water on. I had the hot water on, running in the background, and I'm sweating bullets, and my arms are veiny, like, goddamn. All right, anyway, sorry. This is not the point. My arms were veiny, specifically my left arm. Veiny, veiny, veiny. That's probably why my shoulder is kind of like, if you look closely, one of my shoulders is a little wider than the other. I really think it's because of muscle imbalances from all that beat down, WWE SmackDown I was doing in the bathroom for 2 hours straight when I was younger. All right. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to think I'm speaking from a place of high authority or, I'm better than thou. That's not true. That's not it at all. I was once in your shoes. I used to let lust control me 24/7. And one day I just stopped. One day I got out of that. And I'm telling you, by the grace of Jesus, I can never go back. I just won't go back. I can't go back because when I was there, every day I doubted myself. Every day it was hard to look at my parents in the eyes. It was hard to look at my little brother and tell him to do better, because how can I tell him to do better when me, little old Eli, is in the bathroom for 2 hours wasting my parents' hot water just so I can beat my Johnson & Johnson. Tough life. All right, it was tough. But like I said, by the grace of Jah, I got out of it. I got out of that, and I'm grateful. And here I am now. I'm telling you this because I want you to get out of the lust that you're in, the lust that's festering inside of you. I need you to get out. Okay, it's not want. I need you to get out, because if you don't get out, it's going to ruin you. You probably think, oh, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a weed smoker. I don't have those type of addictions. Well, the addiction that you have, you might as well be a weed smoker. You might as well be an alcoholic, because at the end of the day, it's going to ruin you. Lust, if it's not corrected now, will ruin your motivation, kill your gains. And not only that, it'll ruin your family. It'll ruin your family in the future. It'll ruin the way you see women, all right? It's sad when I see a brother out here allowing their family to be destroyed because of the lust that they can't contain, because they cannot get away from lust. That is not good. So I'm going to tell you, this is how you start to separate yourself from lust. Number one, stay away from it. That's it. That's the first, and that's all I'm giving you for right now. Number one, stay away from it. Listen, if you stay around what controls you, you will always be controlled. All right? When you connect your phone to a Bluetooth speaker and you're controlling it, you just playing whatever music that you want, right? The farther away that you go, the harder it is to connect to that speaker. And if you go far away enough, you actually lose that connection. It is the same way with lust. If you are nearby, let's say it's movie night and your friends decided, you know what, let's watch 50 Shades of Grey, or let's watch Power, the TV show Power. And you sit around and you're watching, or let's say you decided not to really participate, but you're in the proximity, you're in the area. What's going to happen is that you're going to glance. From time to time, you're going to glance, and you're going to see all the sexual scenes popping up. You're going to see all of that. And guess what? Your eyes will be open. You are going to start getting that sensation that you're missing out, that you need to go back. You need to satisfy that craving. Anytime that lust is around, you need to flee. You need to run, all right? Don't even look back. Run. I don't need you looking back. Think of lust as Sodom and Gomorrah. That's how you need to think of lust. Just run. Don't look back. I need you to just keep on running. Because if you look back, you're going to turn into salt. Whoever gets that reference gets it. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Being away from what controls you is very, very, very important. Because let me tell you something. Soon as you get addicted to lust, soon as you get addicted to pH, that's a forever thing, buddy. Listen, you're there now. That's it. It's a forever thing. As long as you live on this earth and you are operating in this flesh, You are always going to have that in you. Always. Because you are only human after all. All right? You're only human after all. So the best way to combat that is to stay away. Stay far away. Don't let lust connect to your Bluetooth device. Don't let that happen. All right? Soon as, your friends talking about going to the club, going to the strip club, that's a trigger. Run away. Identify your triggers, because if you don't identify your triggers, my fault. If you don't identify your triggers, you will never know when to run away. I need you to take out a notebook tonight, or as soon as you watch this video. Take out something. Write down, what is it that you need to identify? What triggers you the most? What gives you that trigger? If it's hard time, let's say you had a hard day of work. You had a hard day at work, and you just came from work. Work has been tough, and you realize that working hard and having a bad day at work makes you want to escape to pH. I need you to write that down. Find a way to combat that. Find a way to, replace pH with something else. Replace pH with a different outlet. Go to the gym, fam. This is mostly a fitness channel. Go to the gym. If you can't go to the gym because you got off late, do some push-ups in your room. Do push-ups until your arms, your back, your chest, your forearms hurt. I need you to do so many push-ups that by the time you finish, you can't even hold your left hand up so you can beat your Johnson & Johnson. That's what I need you to do. All right? Do that and you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Run away from it. Identify your triggers and run. Soon as you can even smell it, you smell you smell that? I need you to run. I need you to run far, far away. And I promise, if you do that, lust will no longer have a grasp on you. Thank you for watching.